in the second period, and then it got away from you. What happened there in the second?
I think first, second, especially, I thought we played a lot of good hockey. Obviously, just a few errors or mistakes on our end, and they were able to capitalize. And I think we put up, like I said, a lot of good minutes in their zone, and felt like we were going to get back into it. And they were able to get the two in the third before we could have a push, and, get one and get ourselves back into it.
How damaging was that 5-3 goal late in the second?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's. You want to get that kill, and I could do a better job getting it all the way down the ice, and but I think just a few minor things here and there, and they were able to capitalize on them. Like I said, other than that, we played some good hockey, and created some chances, and stayed above them, did some things we wanted to do, but those kind of cost us, and we weren't able to get back into it.
How important now is it to really, I mean, you guys are already going game to game, but to really hone in on just shift to shift, period to period, and not worry about the standings or anything?
Yeah, no, we have lots of belief in this group. That's exactly what we're going to do, obviously. Reset tomorrow, and we have a huge back-to-back coming up, so on the road, huge points for us. So, I have, a lot of faith in this team, and we're going to bounce back and play the right way like we have all year. So, like you said, we'll reset. Obviously, this one hurts, but, what can you do? You learn, you go on to the next one Saturday. It'll be a big one for us. So, yeah.
How honest do you feel for Elvis after a game like this? Tough time of year to have a game like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, some shots that he couldn't see, and tricky shots. So, he's been unreal for us all year, and even tonight he made some big saves, but some are just finding holes, and now it's going to happen. So I'm sure, like I said about the rest of the group, and he's part of it, I'm sure he'll bounce back, no problem. So like I said, we're going to reset and focus on Saturday.
Sean, it seemed like you guys were at least had the game where you wanted it in the second period. What happened with that 4-3 and 5-3 goals? What kind of impact did that have on you guys?
Yeah, I mean, kind of did it to ourselves. Gave him looks that we probably shouldn't have had, but no, I don't think we played a terrible game. It's unfortunate, and I mean, we got to bounce back from that right away.
And how quickly do you do that? You just turn the page or just wash this one right away?
Yeah, reset. Big road trip coming up here, and I mean, we got to be ready to go.
How tough was that to see? Elvis has battled so hard this year to have kind of a tough night like that.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to everyone. He's a huge part of the team, and I mean, he's a great goalie. So I mean, we gave up some great A's right in front of him, and I mean, we got to limit that.
When things sort of unraveled, they unraveled quickly. What changed, if anything? What created that situation for you guys?
I'm not sure. I mean, thought we played hard. Obviously can't win many games giving up 7 goals, so I don't know what happened there.
It seemed like the 5-3 goal late in the second period had a pretty critical impact on you guys. Just what impact did that have?
Honestly, not much, to be honest. I have a couple chances early in the third to make it 5-4 from the blue line. I just missed. Thought we're in a good spot. I mean, we've played well in third periods in games past here when we're down a couple goals, and I was expecting a lot of the same, and it just didn't happen.
Have you seen the Montreal score, and just how steep is the hill now?
Doesn't matter. Got to keep playing and try and keep winning games.
Yeah. It's up to you guys. It's still the message. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Bordy, I think we all look at it, right? Like, we know, but at the end of the day, if we're going to lose hockey games, we don't deserve to make the playoffs, right? We got to do our own work in here. We can't bank on Montreal losing and Islanders losing and Detroit losing. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We have to do our work, and we have to win hockey games, and we haven't done that consistently these last 15 games, 14 games. So, I think other team scores are irrelevant, but I mean, it sucks that they get a win and we lose. It definitely makes it harder, but then the day it falls on us to get wins, and we're not doing it.
How do you reset after a game like this?
It's pretty easy. I mean, get ready for Toronto. It's a tough back-to-back this weekend, and 2 hockey markets that we're going to be playing in, and still not out of it. So just have to win hockey games. That's all we have to do.
What's standing out to you about the team defense? You alluded to earlier you can't win with 7 goals, but where do you feel like that you guys can really lock in there?
I don't know. I mean, I have to think back on it. It's a pretty tough one, and I'm not really thinking too well, to be honest, guys. So I apologize, but I don't know. I'll have to watch some video or whatever, watch my shifts and see what happened.
Dean, that was a pretty uncharacteristic turn of events for your team. Anything in particular that created it or started the unraveling there?
I mean, it's early. We're all a little hot in there, so yeah, we're gonna have to have a look at it. We don't think we gave them a ton in tonight's hockey game, but systematically we got away from some stuff for sure. But you know, we'll have to have a look at it here tonight, and probably not tonight, but tomorrow. Figure it out.
Did you feel it sort of cave in late in the second, or was it before that and it just hadn't registered?
Probably their third goal is when we kind of felt it. Yeah, but again, it's, you know, we still did a lot of things that we do, but we just can't. Again, we've talked about this before, that we just can't shoot ourselves in key situations where, you know, the game's still sitting there and we're still in a spot and we do something, you know, kind of uncharacteristic and systematically that we don't do, and it ends up in our net or flips the momentum of the hockey game, and we think that third goal probably did it.
You've talked about how you don't like to pull a goalie. Were you pulling Elvis, or did the stick slam do that
A little both.
for you?
Yeah, a little both. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little both. Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate on that, but yeah, a little of both.
Yeah. Is that something you were contemplating after the second period or even earlier in the game? A pull, I mean.
Maybe.
What's your level of concern of the team defense right now? You mentioned 4 goals the other night, and now 7. This is where your level of concern is at.
I'm very concerned that we're not dialing in to keep it out of our net. So yeah, we're very concerned about that. That, you know, and you know, it's our job as coaches to systematically dial it back in and get them to play the right way. At this point in the year, we, you know, it seems like you shouldn't have to do that, but yeah, there's definitely some mistakes in this hockey game, and we talked about them in the last hockey game, that the pucks shouldn't have went in the net, and or we shouldn't have gave them that opportunity to, you know, have those scoring chances because of systematically that we did. And you think at this point in the year that, you know, you'd be pretty dialed in, but, you know, there's some things that we think maybe is a contributing factor to that. So we'll evaluate it and let this one go and get forward, or look forward to the next one in Toronto.
We've talked recently about how you personally are not looking at the standings, just play them out. Some people may be. Do you feel like you need to address that with the team? Like, hey, don't worry about it. Just play shift to shift, and we'll see where we end.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. There's enough social media and outlets that you want to go look at it, you can go look at it, I'm sure. The guys get asked about it enough, and it's easy to just flip your phone around and have a look at where we're at. So, yeah, we've had the one game at a time mentality all year. We'll continue to do that. Thanks, guys.